The episode begins with a thick tension in the air. The camera opens on Eva, hidden in the darkened room where she took refuge at the end of the last episode. The sounds of the city outside are muted, distant, as if the world is holding its breath. Eva's breathing is shallow, her grip on the secret file tight. The weight of what she holds is immense. The knowledge that this file could bring down Aidan and expose all his dark secrets. The camera captures the intensity of her emotions. Fear, determination, and a flicker of hope. But as she stands in the darkness, the weight of the responsibility begins to press down on her. She knows she can't stay hidden forever. She must get this file to someone who can use it, someone who can end Aidan's reign of terror once and for all. Just as she steels herself to move, the sound of footsteps echoes in the corridor outside. Eva freezes, her heart pounding. The camera tightens on her face, capturing the fear in her eyes as the footsteps grow closer. She knows that if she's found, it could all be over. The camera follows her as she edges toward the door, every movement slow and calculated. The footsteps stop just outside her door. The camera holds on the silence, the tension unbearable. Then with a sudden crash, the door is kicked open. Aidan's men flood into the room, their faces masked, their guns drawn. Eva barely has time to react before she's grabbed, the file ripped from her hands. The camera captures the panic in her eyes as she struggles, but it's no use. They've caught her. The scene shifts to a dark industrial warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The camera follows as Eva is dragged inside, her captors moving with cold precision. She's thrown into a chair, the harsh light overhead casting deep shadows across her face. The camera lingers on her expression, anger, fear, but also defiance. A door creaks open and Aidan steps into the light. His presence is commanding, his eyes cold and calculating. The camera captures the power dynamic. Eva, bound and vulnerable, Aidan standing tall, the weight of his authority pressing down on her. He circles her slowly, his voice low and menacing as he taunts her, congratulating her on getting so far but reminding her that this is the end of the line. Eva, despite the fear gripping her, meets his gaze with defiance. She knows she's in a dangerous position, but she's not willing to give up. She tells Aidan that the file is already in the hands of someone who will expose him, someone who won't stop until his entire operation is dismantled. The camera captures the flicker of doubt in Aidan's eyes, the crack in his confidence. But Aidan quickly recovers, his expression hardening. He orders his men to search the area to find Liam and Mia, who he knows can't be far. The camera cuts to a frantic chase as Aidan's men spread out, scouring the city for any sign of them. The tension mounts as they close in, the camera capturing the fear and desperation on Liam and Mia's faces as they evade capture. Back in the warehouse, Aidan continues to taunt Eva, his voice dripping with arrogance. He tells her that it's only a matter of time before he finds her friends, and when he does, he'll make sure they all pay for crossing him. But Eva, her resolve unshaken, tells him that no matter what happens, he's already lost. The truth is out there and there's nothing he can do to stop it now. The camera shifts to Liam and Mia, who have managed to evade capture and find their way to the warehouse. The tension is high as they sneak inside, determined to rescue Eva and end this once and for all. The camera follows their movements through the darkened corridors, the fear and determination on their faces as they prepare for the final confrontation. The climax of the episode is intense. Liam and Mia burst into the room where Eva is being held, the camera capturing the chaos as they engage in a fierce battle with Aidan's men. The fight is brutal, the stakes higher than ever. The camera follows every punch, every shot, the intensity of the moment gripping the viewer. In the midst of the chaos, Eva manages to free herself. The camera captures her determination as she joins the fight, her fear replaced by a fierce resolve. Together they overpower Aidan's men, the camera capturing the relief and triumph in their eyes as they stand victorious. But the victory is short-lived. Aidan, cornered and desperate, reveals a hidden gun, his eyes wild with rage. The camera captures the tension as he takes aim at Eva, his finger tightening on the trigger. The screen goes black as a gunshot rings out, leaving the viewer on the edge of their seat, desperate to know what happens next.